What's up, you guys? Welcome to Fightful. It's the holiday Humpathon. It's December 23rd, 2025. Usually we do this show on a Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern with a rotating cast of guests. But you know what? Well, the first guest is here. It's Turbo Man. That's right. I have one. It's been nestled safely under my tree for months. And the rest of you might be able to hold on. There we go. Also, I match just me and Turbo Man, couple of bros being dudes. Look at this bad boy. Lights up. You can never have this. You can never get one of these. In order to get one of these, you're going to have to fight Sinbad in the streets to get one. But that's not the case. Usually the hump is a weekly, rotating cast of guests. But by God, we're here to just talk some general Christmas stuff. We're here to talk some wrestling stuff with you guys on the holiday Humpathon. Might have a guest or two pop up. It's middle of the day. Jimmy is not going to be here today. He is watching Avatar. So he probably won't even be out of that movie until 2026 as things stand. So someone said, it's the Turbo Man doll. So I have to break some unfortunate news here. I looked like that kid when I was little. I really did. Like, let me see if I can pull up a picture. I don't know if I'll have any on hand, but I looked an awful lot like that kid. My voice was probably worse than that kid's, though. So, I mean, there is that. Yeah. Damn, man. I for sure did. Let me pull up this picture. We're here to talk Christmas movies, Christmas songs, Christmas wrestling, really anything you got. We're going to be talking about here. Man, here we go. Here was me in my Boomer Esiason outfit punching a Ted DiBiase figure. Unfortunately, looking like the kid. Oh, I had a little WCW foam belt there too. Look at that. Had the big Lex Luger figure. Oh, I now know that these were like used figures because it was years afterwards. But you know what? I was too young to know any better, and I loved it, by God. Toy Story is not. Well, that's weird because Woody's right here. Woody is right here celebrating Christmas, unlike all of you. Now, listen, let's go ahead and get into it. Well, we got somebody saying put the cookie down now. So here's where I take issue with Jingle All the Way, because, like, listen, I have very little discipline when it comes down to actually following my diet around Christmas, and I was doing so good, and then I had some cookies while I watched Jingle All the Way, and it sent me on a downhill turn, man. I had to get back into the gym this week. Had to make things happen. And that really set me on a path I wasn't ready for. I did not see this coming. Merry Christmas, everyone. Mike Straw says, hi, Rob. Well, you know what? Guess what? We can say hello to our good friend Mike Straw, a phenomenal gaming insider, but also responsible for Fightful Presents, of which a new episode drops this week. We're gonna have plenty of that. We got plenty of content still coming. But Mike Straw, also a fellow miserable Bengals fan. Mike Straw, how you doing?
I'm depressed. My Christmas list is to get this guy some help.
Well, listen,
my
the
offensive
line's been playing really good. I'm pretty happy about that. The defense is coming along, but they need a new edge. They need a veteran linebacker. They need a veteran safety.
They need a veteran coach.
They do need a veteran coach, which it's a bummer because I like Zach Taylor a lot as a guy. He seems like a really nice guy. A better play caller over the last year and a half, but as a head coach, it doesn't seem like he's the guy, Mike.
No, I was so when they made that run to the Super Bowl, I knew that was going to buy him at least 4 more years. Because they're not going to fire the coach that gets the team to their first Super Bowl since the 1980s.
So this is the unfortunate reality of being a Cincinnati Bengals and Cincinnati Reds fan.
Oh,
the Reds.
That's depressing too. I got that up on the shelf behind me.
Yep. The Reds go to the playoffs and the ownership's like, oh, well, we just need a couple more pieces. That's it. And they'll sign some guy that has a 295 OBP. But they'll be like, oh, but he plays great defense. Yeah, that's what we need right now. We need great defense. Traditionally, the Reds haven't had great defense. Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, they have. They've had phenomenal defense to the point to where they're like, Eugenio Suarez, we don't need this guy that might hit 50 home runs. We'll get rid of him. Who cares?
No, it's been a problem since even the days of Joey Votto and Brandon Phillips and like that. Yeah. I still have PTSD from the sweep to the Phillies in 2010.
Oh, yeah, I think I wasn't there for that one. I was there when Scott Rowland struck out to end the to get the last playoff appearance in years and years and years. But this is what the Bengals ownership wants. They want us to be satisfied that they went to an AFC championship and to a Super Bowl. And Mike, this is why I have changed my philosophy. I have not paid for a Bengals ticket since I visited Dallas last year for Monday Night Football. I let my season tickets go. I did go to a game or two with my friend Drew, who gave me the ticket. But now I am just traveling to other cities to watch the Bengals play. So next year it'll be Indianapolis and somewhere else. But
I was going to go to Bengals Bills.
Okay.
And then I woke up the day of, and the cheapest ticket to get in was about $450.
Oh my God.
It's nuts here because it's the last year of the stadium. A 50-year-old stadium's done. So to get in for the last game, you're looking at $800 for some seats. Against the Jets.
Kate's trying to troll. She says Brandon Phillips of the Counter Clocks. They were only the Counter Clocks for like 1 year. They were the legends when Brandon owned them.
Brandon Phillips, the partner of Jade Cargill, Brandon.
Yes. She came to Lexington a couple times to a couple of the Lexington Legends games. He bought an independent league team just to keep playing baseball, which I
love
respect immensely, Mike.
He was my very first baseball autograph was Brendan Phillips when he played for the Buffalo Bisons, which was Cleveland's AAA farm team at the time. So I have an autographed baseball Brendan Phillips, and then my favorite baseball name of all time, Coco Crisp. I got a baseball bat of him too.
Those are a couple good ones. Those ended up being good baseball players. I lived across the street from a gentleman who played minor league baseball for the Braves in the 90s, and you would think, oh my gosh, he played with some really great players. He got me a signed ball with everybody on the team, and years later I looked at it. I was like, it's got to be somebody worth a damn. No, there was nobody worth a damn on that. All due respect to him. Lovely guy. But was, and you know what? Honestly, now that I look back, like even in the 90s, on base percentage wasn't as embraced as it is now. I'm like, I gave up on him a little bit early. A little bit early. Like he was, I think as I'm looking in single A ball, he had a 385 OBP. And they just like, we're good. We're good on him. We're good.
Don't need it.
Brandon Phillips, that was an all-time great trade for the Bengals or the Reds. Sorry.
Oh my God, yeah. And that era of baseball was just so much fun, especially because I'm in college at the time. So that's the year. All I had to do was class and watch sports. That's it.
At one point, let me pull this up. The Reds had a lineup towards I want to say September of 2007. And let me take a look at this because it was unreal when you go back and look at it. It was David Ross, who cares about that? But Scott Hatteberg of Moneyball fame, Brandon Phillips, Edwin Encarnacion, Adam Dunn, Josh Hamilton, Ken Griffey Jr., Joey Votto.
That just
unbelievable.
It's one of those where you're like, how don't they win? And then you go to the bullpen. Or go to the pitching staff. And then you go, that's how they didn't win. They couldn't pitch.
Pretty fair point there. Also, Jeff Conine played for them that year. I forgot all about him. Multiple-time All-Star Jeff Conine. Mike, you have a video dropping on Fightful this week. I am so happy that we've had you working on these Fightful Presents videos. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, this one is going to be about wrestlers that bounced around because it was pitched after Andrade showed up in AEW
Yes.
for one night. And then it's like, why not look back at the Monday Night Wars in the 90s and see who jumped around? So it's going to look at wrestlers like Rick Rude, Sid Vicious, Sid Udy. It's going to look at Jeff Jarrett. And that's probably only part one, because when I was doing research for it, I got a list of about 25 wrestlers that I could realistically use for this.
So there's a lot. I mean, especially that jumped back and forth, back and forth. People are looking at Andrade and they're like, oh, this is so unusual. And I was like, not in the 90s, man. It happened a lot there, like including like Dustin Rhodes and Jeff Jarrett, who are both still around in wrestling. And I guess that is kind of a nice indication that those guys have been in demand their entire careers, to the point to where they're still employed as in-ring talent.
Yeah,
so
I've loved doing these too, because that's the thing that keeps me into wrestling, is looking back, because there's a lot of stuff in modern wrestling that I'm not a fan of, but the things looking back and what was and rewatching matches and stuff, I got a lot of ideas for 2026 of this. A lot more consistent ideas too. So instead of one every like 6 weeks, we're gonna have at least a couple a month is my goal.
So some of the other ones that he has done, guys, that are very good. The New Japan Exodus of 2016, that was honestly one of the instances where I said, okay, I want to cover exclusive pro wrestling news. Like I want to be one of these people that breaks news. And it was when Nakamura, AJ, and the Good Brothers left. Then there was the history of WWE tribute to the troops, including some of the tragic elements of that. There's when TNA tried and failed the Monday Night War. There's Heroes of Wrestling, which is one of the most embarrassing events in wrestling history. There's one that I specifically wanted Mike to do where it's about Sonny Siaki and how he effectively ended his wrestling career to save his brother's life. There's one about WCW Mayhem, which again, there were a couple of these like that and Slam Masters where I was especially excited because you have such great insight on video games and that world where you're able to give a lot of detail behind that as well. The Spirit Squad, and then those that came back from what were perceived to be career-ending injuries. We've already got about 10 or a dozen of these things done so far.
Yeah,
so
there's going to be another part of that one too, the comeback of injuries. And there's going to be a few more video game-related ones, because one of the ones that I'm going to look and deep dive that is the Fire Pro Wrestling series, because I still think that doesn't get enough love. That is my favorite wrestling franchise ever.
I was asking people in AEW this week, what's keeping you guys from getting that, re-releasing it with and reskinning it? Like it would not be like a heavy budget thing, right? Like I couldn't imagine.
No, and I mean, here's a little gaming scoop. I know Spike Chunsoft has wanted to bring it back, but there just hasn't been a deal worked out, because it's been 8 years since Fire Pro Wrestling World. And
Fire Pro Wrestling World was so good. And
if you want to play as the Bullet Club, they're in there. So there you go. If you want your Kenny Omega and Young Bucks in a game that's not Fight Forever, because no one wants Fight Forever, go play that.
I feel like it was a little... I think it had a bad rap, but it had such high expectations.
The gameplay was fine. The gameplay I had no problem with. It was everything else surrounding it and doing a battle royal mode, and they just picked the wrong decisions.
We're also joined by Jeremy Lambert. Jeremy, how are you doing? Oh, he's doing the bit. He's doing the bit again. My reply is no. Is that it, or is there other one? Okay. Jeremy, I know that you and Joel Pearl have an AEW Dynamite / Collision review that is dropping on Christmas night. Are you excited to work Christmas night? I understand that you and Joel Pearl have a Collision and Dynamite review that goes up on Christmas night. Are you excited to work Christmas night? Well, What is
What?
what?
We're dead man,
Is
bro.
this also for you? This is not no, get that off there. They're not sponsoring us. They're not sponsoring us. But I'll tell you who is. auraframes.com. That's AURAframes.com. Get $35 off their Carver mat when you use the code FIGHTFUL. Here's what you do. You order this beautiful Carver mat for anybody in your life. And then you download the Aura app. You upload photos and videos remotely, even a message, and you can keep doing it all year long. But guys, I've mentioned this to Jeremy, Mike Straw. How's this for a fantasy football idea? Someone told me that they decided that the last place team in their league will get an Aura frame from auraframes.com/Fightful. Great idea, right? But they have to keep it prominently featured in their living room all year long as other people from the league upload photos and videos. It cannot be removed. So for people you love and people that maybe got a little something coming, auraframes.com. And
I love that idea. My fantasy league, we don't have a punishment, but it's a dynasty league, and we get the toilet bowl is basically a tournament for the number 1 draft pick. I am the best worst team ever.
Ooh.
We are 9 years into this league. I have won the number 1 pick 7 of them. And I'm about to win it for the 8th. I'm in the finals of it again. I'm gonna win it for the 8th because my team waits until the playoffs start and I'm out, and I don't make it to start performing, and it's fantastic.
Myself, fellow Bengals fan Ricky Chino, are in the Wrestling Media League finals this upcoming week. And then I've got another league called the Canyon Cup, which is a bunch of Chris Canyon's friends and people that he worked with in his career. So here's the interesting thing. I never met Chris Canyon. I did not know Chris Canyon outside of his work. I got invited in there from an MMA promoter who I was doing commentary for. And in the 12 or 13 years since we've been a league, it has produced people who make shoes for WWE wrestlers, WWE commentators, WWE producers, UFC fighters, and world-renowned comedians as well. Like,
and
all
then
in
one not
league.
a journalist.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And not a journalist. Now, let me tell you about a couple leagues that I'm mad about. There's one. I got to shout out my friend Wells Mania. I love him. But this league is ridiculous. A 10-team league? What are we doing? A 10-team league.
I don't like it.
What's the point? My first league, I didn't know anything about football, Mike Straw. And these people invited me into a league like 14 years ago. It was an independent defensive player league, 16 teams, auction style. And I won it.
Dude, I was in an all defense fantasy football league for a few years.
Woo.
The most fun league ever was nothing but defense.
Woo. Jimmy, once upon a time, Jimmy Van owned a website domain that I actually thought was a good idea. It was called Draft Beast, and then they changed it to Draft Bust, where the goal was to get the lowest amount of points. And I was like, I kind of like that. Or ones where you have to target a certain number of points. I think those are good options there. Also, I got added to a league this year that was boosted tight ends and 2 defensive players, but the defensive players always score 30 or 40 points, so it's a waste. But speaking of people who are not a waste at all,
that went completely against
my favorite Joel Perro, the only one of the Fightful staff who has met my entire family.
That is true. I have. How are they?
They are great. My 4-year-old is asking when we can go to Toronto again.
It's such a lovely city.
I've been trying since I was 10 years old. I said I wanted to move there. I have begged my wife, but it's too far from her mother. So maybe I can convince her to move to like Welland or St. Catharines. That way it's still close enough to Buffalo, but closer to the city I want to be in. And cheaper than the city I want to be in.
See, that's it. There are worse places to be, but at least you can afford rent or the mortgage.
Yoel Pearl, how you doing? By the way, guys, get in your super chats, humper chats, leave a thumbs up on this video as we hump around for a little bit and just enjoy the day. Joel, how you doing?
Good. It's Tuesday. Tuesday's my normal day off, but it's the last couple days before the kids start vacation. So I'm just going to mellow out, take it easy, and hang out with y'all for a little bit.
Well, I'm sorry, but you've got to work. Thursday night. You have a review of AEW Dynamite and Collision. Jeremy, did you, let me think of a yes or no question, obviously, or maybe one that will facilitate some sort of ad that we didn't pay for. Is there anything that you think is worth watching on AEW Dynamite this week? Is it a great show? Okay.
That's just because his internet's so crappy at home.
Yeah. We've got Phantom Driver saying, "Hello, Mike. What's your favorite underrated game?"
Ooh, underrated. I'm gonna let's see. Because he asked my favorite, I'm gonna do a deep cut on this one. Pebble Beach Golf Links for the Sega Genesis.
Really?
It was such a fantastic golf game. It's so basic. It's not anything special, but it did golf perfectly in the 90s for what it was.
I will go with Time Splitters on PS1 because I have never been able to play another first-person shooter, but I played that one. I happen to have the game, and I don't think it gets the appropriate level of love. Also, because it got re-released, I was able to play Time Splitters 2 finally and just loved it. But those were a couple of my favorite games ever. Also, Sunset Riders. I'll always put that one over from the side-scrolling era. Like, come on.
I don't know if you could tell just by looking behind me what my favorite game might be. There's a pretty big
Out
hint.
to Lunch.
There's a
on
pretty
Super
big
Nintendo.
hint on the side. No, it's actually the Bethesda made Home Alone game for the NES or SNES.
Ooh.
Like that. No, for me, it's
Ooh.
everything Legend of Zelda.
That's a pretty terrible game.
Yeah.
Actually, no. The NES one was a good one, wasn't it? Was it?
It was the one. Was it?
No, it wasn't.
It was all bad.
It was all
I'm
bad.
glad that we got
I don't know why I just got that confused with the Beavis and Butthead game on Super Nintendo.
That game
Where they,
was
like, fart.
That game was fun. It was unfinishable, but it was fun.
Yes.
I was playing Kirby's Dream Course yesterday, and that's a fantastic game.
My son was playing it not too long ago. He has been obsessed with that. He's obsessed with. He's finally, my 8-year-old is into everything now. He's my kid now. It's great. Him and my 4-year-old have their computers next to me, and my wife hates the fact that she's going to have 3 sons that just sit in an office with their dad playing video games.
My wife finally picked back up Hogwarts Legacy in the last week because I got it for her. She played it a little bit, and now she's picked it back up. But she was playing a Five Nights at Freddy's game. I tried to get her to play Marvel vs. Capcom with me. She wouldn't do it. She thinks I'm too competitive.
See, I won't play games with my wife because of her competitiveness.
Really?
She loses, I get beat. It's that Puerto Rican temper in her, man. And she terrifies me. So I don't even play games with her anymore because when she does lose, I have to be punished.
Greg Cherry says, "Merry Christmas, Fightful Faithful. Hope you all have a lovely season. Thanks for everything. Love you." Well, we love you too, Greg Cherry. We always appreciate you. You are a wonderful dude. Sir Brendo says, "What's your favorite Fightful memory?" Jeremy, shake the magic 8-ball and tell us the. Very doubtful. Very doubtful that he has a favorite Fightful memory. Joel, what's yours? And you can't say you winning the Fightful championship.
Damn. My favorite Fightful memory, maybe it was going to Montreal, covering my first large-scale event, going and doing Elimination Chamber in 2023, because that really got me hooked and interested in doing more content for with interviewing different wrestlers.
As we see Mike Straw's camera all over the place right now.
I was zooming in on the Fightful magazine.
Oh, there we go. I mean, Mike, you were also one of the first in-person coverage guys that we ever had on Fightful. Yourself and I believe it was Showdown Joe and Brandon Thurston covered a UFC show in Buffalo.
I got that credential up here, but the Fightful magazine, the coolest thing was when I interviewed Justin Roberts for that. My wife was pregnant with our second kid, and he decided to do a video on what we should name the children. And he was like, if it's a boy, he needs to be John. And he did the whole thing. And
That's incredible.
like I have that, and I show my son Corbin that all the time. Like, this is literally, we almost named you John solely because of this. We didn't, but we're dorks, and all 3 of our kids are named after wrestlers.
Yeah, as I mentioned, you and a couple others covered the UFC in Buffalo. Now, unfortunately, Rumble Johnson no longer with us. Like, it was one of his last fights that he ever had.
Yeah.
Daniel Cormier was so miserable that week, but I believe it was Brandon Thurston was like, "Hey, how'd you feel about WrestleMania?" And he just lit up. He was so excited to talk about that. But
Yep,
that was an interesting show. That was,
I mean, Usman was on the undercard.
yes.
Like-
Irene Aldana, who competed for the UFC title years later, was on the early prelims.
Yeah.
I believe Josh Emmett, who went on a real hot streak, he competed for the UFC title as well years after that. He was on the prelims. You had a lot of great people on there. Patrick Cote, who ended up working for Fightful for a while, was there as well. But my favorite Fightful memory was, I think it was the first year we did the Fightful Awards, and we waited a long time to be able to do them because I got to be real, they're very expensive. Like, we wanted to specifically get these awards. Listen to that. That's real glass, buddy. Look how thick those are.
2 C's.
Look at that. Very expensive to ship, very expensive to produce. And we wanted specifically, if we are going to be reporting things about these wrestlers' careers, we want them to know that we appreciate the work that they do. And the voting happened before tragedy happened. And unfortunately, we lost Jay Briscoe. And this photo is probably my favorite memory in Fightful history. It is Dax and Cash holding their Fightful championships, and then Mark Briscoe holding both he and Jay's. And it was made clear to me that they were going to make sure that that was taken well care of. And that one means an awful lot to me, because you can say none of these things mean anything, but to me, that means something. And that's very, very important to me. I really love that. So that's probably my favorite Fightful memory. And yeah.
I will shout out, one of the good ones is having Jimmy Van buy me dinner without knowing he bought me dinner.
Did he?
Yeah.
He eventually found out when I submitted the
invoice. Oh,
invoice.
So I guilt Jimmy into doing that a lot. Not as much these days, because, like, listen, our profit margins at Fightful have always been thin. Jimmy has always been a talent gets paid first type of guy, and I appreciate that. But when I first went to Toronto, I bonded with people that worked at his day job, and like some of them are still. Oh, sorry, it's turbo time. Some of them are still my very good friends, and they would take me out. And then they would call Jimmy and say, "Hey, Jimmy, can we expense this? We're taking SRS out." And I was like, wait, that's how you do it. You tell Jimmy, "Oh, we've got somebody that works for you here. We have to show him a good time, right?" Well, let me tell you, they abused that man. They were ordering stuff all the way across the table. "Sean, have you ever tried oysters?" "No, and I don't want to. I don't want to." But I'll tell you who I do want to welcome on. Our friend Luis, who runs Fightful Espanol, or as many might know him, Luis. How you doing, Luis?
I am doing very well. Thank you for having me today.
Well, thank you for joining us. I mean, as always, it's lovely to see you. But Luis, I know what you want for Christmas. I know what everybody wants for Christmas.
Yes.
It's Blue Chew Gold. That is very specifically what everybody wants for Christmas. Blue Chew Gold with the power to give everyone, hold on. The power to give everyone harder, stronger erections. Where are we? Not me. Let's shift this around. Oh my God. There's too many options.
What are we doing here? Oh yeah.
Let's ask Jeremy. Will
Jeremy's
Blue
out here.
Chew Gold give you harder, stronger erections? Oh, I hope this is right. I hope this is right. Just keep shaking it. Just keep shaking it until we get the right answer. Can you go get the
glitching.
new Blue Chew Gold and achieve harder, stronger erections with the same classic ingredients as always, but in a formula that you put right under your tongue and get going? Can you use the promo code Fightful and save 10% now? Can you get prescribed online with your doctor's consultation and it ships straight to your door? Can you avoid the in-person doctor's visits, the in-person pharmacy visits? Why do you have the most pessimistic Magic 8-Ball ever? Oh no, it shook again. All signs point to yes. Yes, definitely.
We got there.
Look at that. Oh, you too can love gold with Blue Chew Gold. Oh my God. That went exactly as planned. Like, that was scripted, guys.
Yeah, I can see the script right on the side of the screen here.
And listen, if you don't use Blue Chew Gold, you're going to be shaking it about as much as Jeremy is right there. Like, can we get a Brady Bunch style 9 box? I don't think we're going to have 9 people show up. I don't think we will. But look, Amber's here. Thanks for all the entertainment this year. As a weedy in the weeds is my absolute favorite favorite daily podcast. I want to know what your favorite unplanned moment was and favorite SRS on air breakfast. I don't think they're allowed to say what their favorite unplanned moment was, because that is now an inside joke with myself and the people, because I revealed something I was not supposed to reveal. I mean, like, Jeremy, would I be able to say what it is I revealed without saying who I revealed it about at this point?
Leave it up to the 8-Ball.
Oh, there it is. It said yes.
I revealed that somebody was pregnant and I didn't know it was public. It wasn't public and was never going to be public ever. I just thought it was common knowledge because I saw so-and-so tweeting about it liberally on their private account. And I was like, oh yeah, of course you know this. Sure. Everybody knows this. No, nobody knew it. And here's the funny thing. I went to edit the podcast to clip it out, and YouTube's clipping thing is so bad that I clipped everything but that out.
Yeah, you can only clip from end to end, can't you?
It's so bad. Like,
yeah.
It's so difficult. Like, it's just not good. But Joel, what is your favorite unplanned moment and my favorite SRS on air breakfast? Because I'll tell you what my favorite one is.
Probably the balloons, and I feel like that was not this year. It's probably a couple of years ago, but
sure.
we discovered the Apple. There you go, like Jeremy's doing the Apple gestures, and we had to figure out how Jeremy was suddenly getting balloons, and then at one point, an actual balloon floated into the screen, and it just freaked us all out. So there's a really good moment there because we were totally bamboozled. And now it's just part of the show, as it should be. And for your breakfast, there was the one where you kept coming on with the furniture store breakfast joint.
The furniture store breakfast joint?
There was a place you would go to that was like attached to a furniture store and was only open on certain days. And you were, maybe it was where the Rushmore was from?
Oh my God. Oh, the Rushmore is the greatest thing I've ever eaten in my life. Shout out Dad's Deli, who know me by name now. And they will just say, this is Sean. So I call ahead of time. I shouldn't give away my secrets because it is such demand there. I was at a Big Lots. That's where I was. And I smelled this incredible smell. I had never smelled anything like it. And like a cartoon, I followed it to this little hallway strip area where there's like a barber shop and like you get your shoes polished and the laundromat. And the line is out the door. And they have a sandwich called the Rushmore, and it's on ciabatta bread. It has bacon, it has roast beef, and it's got cheddar sauce, chipotle sauce, and there's this cheese sauce you dip it in. It's only on Thursdays and Fridays, and it's incredible. And how about this? Just the most lovely person. I get a message saying, oh, by the way, there's a gift card for you at Dad's Deli from Kate. So Kate sent me a very nice gift there, but oh my God, it's the greatest thing I've ever eaten. Shout out Dad's Deli. They don't need me promoting them, but my God, they're good. They are incredible. And they told me they named it that because the guy who runs the store had a daydream on President's Day about this sandwich, and they brought it to life. It's incredible. It is incredible. Every Thursday and Friday. If I ain't there, you're gonna know I'm dead.
I'm going to answer Jeremy's best moment, favorite moment, because it's actually Ryan Lambert's favorite moment in the chat. And it's Paul London doing an interview with us where he's sitting outside. And I kid you not, you can find the video. He is feeding squirrels. And the squirrels
He's incredible.
are on screen eating nuts while we're interviewing him about an MLW event. It is the most absurd and perfect Paul London interview you can ever see. And we've had him on a multitude of times.
He's a very good interview. Like I actually just posted a clip on my Facebook. Go follow me, where he talked about how he did motion capture as China one time, which is pretty incredible. Love it.
He's going to host the weekend show, I promise.
Oh my gosh. Somebody says favorite Fightful moment is the Booker T sample video. So I really wish that I was at least on good terms with Booker T to talk. Yes, to at least talk to him about it. I talked to Stevie Ray about it, though. I got his reaction. But for those of you that don't know, like, I love digging into songs and the samples that are associated with them. And the sample in Booker T's song where somebody goes, I got to be real. I thought that was like Jimmy Hart all these years. I thought Jimmy Hart produced that song. Then I find out, no. It's from a couple other people, and they use like Kraftwerk samples, which are, a very popular group. But they also used one from Hateful Head Helen, where she talks about guys putting their faces in her ass and going.
I mean, best songs come from real life experience.
There you go. It is truly one of the greatest samples in the history of pro wrestling. Sicko Party says, Anna J, WWE bound. I am gonna, you know what? Let me look right now. How about this, Sicko Party? I might post a Fightful Select story about Anna J today.
Look at us.
Not imminently. I'll say this, Sicko Party 22. Well, I was about to add someone to the Sicko Party, but they left. So,
I wanted to do something real quick. Someone brought up WWF Attitude for PlayStation in the chat a while back.
Oh my God!
And I just want to say, if you grew up remembering the acclaimed wrestling games, I'm sorry, they were terrible. They were all the worst games. ECW bad, WWF Warzone, WWF Attitude. Like, cleanse yourself and play a good game. You'd be better off playing, like, I don't know, Simpsons Wrestling.
Yes.
Which was also terrible.
I've got a friend who went from Warzone to Attitude to Nitro to Thunder to Mayhem. And I felt so bad for them. And I didn't know any better. I would go to his house and play. He would get these games, and he would think that he had, like, the king shit, right? And then somebody just gave me their old copy of WCW versus the World in like 2000. And I go, oh my God, what is this? Yep. What have I been missing this whole time?
Oh my God, so good games. NWO versus the World, Revenge, my God.
The best.
So
Speaking
good.
of, we've got Kate Elizabeth here. Kate,
Hello.
how you doing?
I'm good. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays. Well, where is everybody at geographically right now? Kate, where are you at?
I'm in New Jersey.
Mike?
Good old Buffalo.
Buffalo, New York. Luis?
Good old South Texas.
South Texas. Joel Pearl?
Toronto, baby.
And we got Jeremy in Ohio. I'm sitting here in Lexington, Kentucky. But guess what? We can be wherever the hell we want to be with nordvpn.com/Fightful. We could all be in the same place virtually with that. Did you guys enjoy? Yes, definitely. Did you guys enjoy how WWE Raw was like 90 minutes last night? Well, Internationally, when these shows are taped, that happens all the time. So you get nordvpn.com/Fightful. You subscribe. It's like $288 a month on average just for that VPN. Look, Mike got up to go get it now. He got up from his seat to go get it immediately. He's collecting all of his devices just to put it on there because he knows with one subscription, you can get it on up to 10 devices. He knows what he's doing. Look at him. He even took off his Bengals thing. Look, he rushed to NordVPN. And I know Jeremy, living as close to Cleveland as he does, he's like, let me virtually get the hell out of here. Let me do that. But with NordVPN, you download the app, you change your virtual location, you can access all of WWE's content with one Netflix account. I feel we have a ruling here.
NordVPN, the best deal in VPNs.
It's official. It is official.
Don't ask why I own
gosh.
this.
Kate, I put you over earlier for getting me a gift card to Dad's Deli.
Oh, I was like, what does Dad's Deli gift card? That was like the easiest Christmas shopping I could have done, I think.
Yes.
I know what the fellow wants. I got this one.
Also, Jeremy, I got an immediate message from your wife saying you rang, and it just says video. So I know what the video is. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Damn.
Someone brought up in the chat your crash out with Mansoor.
That was a good one. That was a good one. So
my wife watched that live, and she damn near. That's the first time I've heard her like belly laugh at a podcast.
So I tried to get Mansoor on the AEW versus NXT stream earlier this year. And he's like, no. The last time I posted anything remotely tribalistic, people were telling me to do things to myself. So I'm not doing that. And I was like, now, come on. You won't even support the company. Wouldn't support the company that pays you. That says a lot about him.
That's one of my favorite Fightful memories too, because so many people were like, "Oh, Sean wasn't on the bet." Sean had no idea. I didn't know
I had no
that
clue.
day. I didn't know until that day he would, because I wasn't even gonna ask. That was my first conversation with Mansoor. Was like, "Hey, like, not to be insensitive, because I know you were recently released, but we're doing this bit." And he was like, "Send me a link." It was his wife's birthday, legitimately.
Yes.
And this guy was like so kind to come on. And I just remember like being on the stream. We were having so much fun. And I was like, please, I hope Sean calls him so bad. I hope Sean calls him so bad. And then it like made its way over to you. But I can't say enough about how awesome that guy is, and just like one of the kindest people that I've gotten to speak
Let's hold
to.
on. No, he's not. First off,
He's the best.
no, he's not. No,
he
he's
came
not.
on my show and popped a rating. That guy's the best.
Somebody asked if I'm doing a 2026 prediction show. So I might do a special one for Select. Anything additional, I'm going to add to Select. By the way, guys, lock in those year-long prices on Select. We've added WrestleVotes Radio. Jeremy Lambert has a show coming up. I'm going to do an exclusive predictions preview show. Yeah, by the way, Jeremy, decide on that show, that monthly show. And I've got the show SRS 10 that's coming up. But I do a prediction show with Denise every year, the bingo card, and we're filming that next Monday. Sean's crash out about not getting his head thanks to Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy prevents me from getting head. And you know what's convenient? Go ahead, Mike. Sorry, I see you.
I was going to say, Blue Chew won't prevent it.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
I like how many people's favorite moments are Sean's crash out about fill in the blank. Like that's always encouraging to see. I remember one of the craziest ones, when I think of like Fightful memories, was certainly us doing a 4-hour show where you lit up a joint, being like, no, WWE did not sell to Saudi Arabia. And I felt awful because I was like, I had posted like, maybe Sean will stop by, maybe he won't, I don't know. And you were like, well, now I have to. But that ended up being a very lucrative show. But we were supposed to be doing just like an NXT review. I think Alice was like in Christmas lights or whatever.
Yeah, Luis was out there producing that one till like super, super early. And like I broke my neck, I want to say it was 2009. And my doctor was like, I can't tell you to smoke weed. to help this. Because I was poor and young and dumb. And he's like, but I will suggest it. So like I'm not an active weed smoker like some people on this show.
Some people are in the weeds.
Hey.
Why is Jeremy making the freeze frame so uncomfortable?
That night was special. That night was a moment.
Those were unmitigated circumstances.
So you had Kate and Alex review Freddy Got Fingered.
Yes.
Can I suggest another movie?
Yes.
No.
Tommy Wiseau's The Room.
We did that.
Gosh.
Did you? How have I missed that?
We did that for Know Your News.
I'm just okay.
down.
First off, I'm just gonna
it.
get the entire back catalog of Know Your News at this point. Like I'm gonna tell Jimmy, like, just give me their shows.
We should. This was the best part of reviewing Freddy Got Fingered right here. I have a little me. Alex has a little Alex.
Now Alex gets to finger himself every
all the
time he's on a show.
All the time, and he's so happy about it.
I know he is.
But this was sincere, like telling people that this was something I was doing for work in exchange for a puppet that looked like me was incredible, because that also just like came up in a chat of like, what would it take for you guys to review it? And Alex was like $1,000 each. And then somehow we ended up with puppet versions of ourselves. And we struck a deal.
Of which I spoke to Harley Cameron about for an interview that drops this week, by the way. Somebody says we need more Fightful.
Tony Storm about and cracked her right up. That was the big one.
That was a good moment too. So somebody says need more Fightful movie reviews in 2026. I might do like a special select show about my top 10 movies of the year because I've watched like 50 new movies. And somebody says Santa's sleigh was epic. Well, did Kate, are you and Alex reviewing that, or is that the one you're not reviewing?
We already reviewed it.
Okay. But I also found that Jeremy reviewed this movie years ago when I was looking for Christmas content on the back end of our site. He reviewed this in like 2018. We actually have
a written review for it too, for the Fightful website. We
have like dozens of movie reviews. Abducted in Plain Sight is probably my favorite because it's a documentary review and it's abysmal. It's really horrible.
No love for our Freddy Got Fingered review. It was a Guinness World Record, and there's no love.
Well, not Guinness. Guinness has not shown up. I wish they would. I wish somebody would submit that as the longest review ever. But
you could.
My God, when are we getting a Jeremy Cresta post show? The mere fact that I allowed Jeremy to do a Collision Dynamite post show should be impressed. That he wanted to do one. Of course, there had to be special circumstances there. Whenever, you know what, they can do a Wrestle Kingdom post show immediately live after the event.
I like the idea where you think Crest is going to be awake at any hour before noon.
Exactly. Ryan says, ITW crew, play that Joel music clip.
Jeremy.
Which one is it?
Don't worry, we got this. You got to get into that one for it. So, worst.
That is some of the worst rhythm I have ever heard in my entire life.
Coming from a professional musician.
I was gonna say, yeah, you play instruments.
Yeah, I do.
I gotta pop my dick, man.
There were people acting like I was trying to ruin Booker's career by highlighting that. What? Look, WrestleVote's live. Look, you got to change my damn profile. Where are we? There we are.
You know what the best part about that video, by the way, is? It's not the I gotta pop my dick, man. It's the end where you hear that one girl in the background, just like screeching.
Oh my gosh. Well,
that whole segment was so weird too.
It was. As we wind down, I have to reveal something. I am not Santa.
What?
I haven't, in fact, been Sean Ross Sapp this entire time.
Shit.
Oh, wow.
I wanted to spread some holiday cheer. I wanted to make you all believe.
She quit. You broke Kate's heart.
I made
so
Kate
much.
quit.
She left.
Outlook good. I mean, it's true. I also love that my super expensive webcam always goes out of focus. That's like one of my favorite things about 2025. I hope we have appropriately spread the holiday cheer to you guys. I hope that you guys have enjoyed yourselves today. As you know, we're heading down the last few minutes. Sir Brendo says, where does Ember Moon fit into all this? On ROH, that's the answer to that. That's where she fits in. As we wrap up, guys, I want to go around the horn, except Jeremy, because he's difficult. Favorite holiday movie? Joel Pearl.
I'm a Jew, so it's 8 Crazy Nights.
I went and saw that in theaters.
Mazel tov.
Kate.
Home Alone / The Muppets Christmas Carol. Those two are like the most voted for me.
I hate all Christmas Carol movies.
Okay, well now Sean's getting removed from the stream.
Well, now it's my turn. Oh, damn it, you moved it. Okay, Joel, it's back to you. What's your favorite holiday movie?
Oh, Die Hard. Die Hard. Let's go with that.
Good answer. Good answer. Mike Straw.
It's between two: The Year Without a Santa Claus and The Santa Claus 2.
The Santa Claus 2. That's a solid one. Luis.
I am a Jingle All the Way kind of guy. I enjoyed watching
it.
that quite often, so that's my pick.
You will never get this, buddy. I just want you to know that. This will never be you.
Oh no,
You
I'm cooked.
can-
Getting that.
You can never. So here's what's going to happen. As a result of you not getting this, Luis, you're going to turn into a drunk USPS postal worker. That's what's going to happen to you. You're going to be swigging your whiskey, sitting there in a diner on Christmas with your little USPS hat on. I mean, you'll have great benefits. There's at least that. But that's what'll happen because you don't get this.
Yeah, if I get to be Sinbad for one day, I won't complain. You know.
Can we?
Jeremy,
ask
what's your?
her- Can we
Yeah,
be like,
well, let's-
is it animated?
Yes,
Let's find
that's
out.
We'll try to guess it
Without,
without
a doubt. Okay.
Okay.
Is
Pick
it
up
the
a
Charlie?
story. One.
Is it Charlie Brown's Christmas?
Is it Toy Story?
By the way, the fact that they're airing that on like channels here as Christmas movie is sacrilegious, and
Toy
I
Story?
hope Disney fails. Yeah.
The Grinch.
I love it.
Oh god, not this
I love
again.
I'm
Oh,
making
God,
the
not
case,
this
guys.
again.
It came out in late November. It was a part of the Christmas rush that year. There's a Christmas scene, and Woody runs like this. So there you go.
I guess Mean Girls is because there's a scene.
Sure
in
is.
it. So
Sure is. That's why on Netflix they have that scene as the cover right now, Kate.
it's not a Christmas. If you can watch it other times of the year, it's not a Christmas movie. But this
I
is
can
about
watch any damn
Jeremy.
movie I want whenever I want. I'm an adult.
Yeah. Honorable
Jeremy
mention:
Grinch.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
That was a very good one.
Is it the Grinch?
Yeah.
Nightmare Before. What Jeremy's?
Yeah.
You saw it
Oh, it's the Grinch. We nailed it.
Yeah.
when it was.
Hold
without
on,
a
which
doubt, I was
one?
concerned.
Which one?
The
Jim
animated
Carrey
one.
The Okay, the new animated one or the original
No.
animated one?
Is it the old?
Can't be the new one.
The 2018 one with Benedict Cumberbatch is actually solid.
Is it the old one, Jeremy?
The old one. He's not. Yes.
His internet is terrible.
Your internet just took a nosedive.
How about my internet making?
Get your kids to get off Roblox, Jeremy. What are we doing here?
Well, it's
bad
funding
game
into
there.
the green screen too.
So as we wrap up, we will encourage you guys. W Cinematic says I sent a humper chat. You know what? I am so sorry. I will check that right
I have it
now.
right here. Hang on.
If only our moderator was moderating.
Luis! I mean, he's not on duty
I
right
got
now.
it here, man. I got it here. I'm here.
He's not on duty. It is Happy Holidays, Fightful fam. In retrospect, do you think Cody should have turned heel at Elimination Chamber instead of Cena? What's everyone's favorite Christmas movie? Well, we nailed that one down. That's where I got that question to add in. I don't think Cody should have turned heel. I just think The Rock should have maybe done what he should have done, which, by the way, guys, if you want a Fightful Select story, I am working on what the hell happened there and some of the details surrounding that. I thought people would talk a lot earlier than they did, but no, I think that John Cena should have still turned heel and had an actual heel run before just seeing that The Rock was being an egomaniac and all that stuff, and then he turns back good. What I think should have happened different is Cody should have just won the damn title at WrestleMania 39 to begin with. He would have had a much better year. They could have done Rock and Roman the next year, and a lot of this mess wouldn't have happened. Any thoughts on this, Kate?
I think CM Punk should have turned heel.
Okay, that's a good one.
I think CM Punk should have turned heel, and that would solve two problems. And the fact that I find, boy, it's great to be alive, Punk really boring. And I think he's a phenomenal heel, and you could have done so much. Like the Cena Punk feud would have been better. You could have done some cool stuff with Punk and Cody that way too. So that's what I would have done. But I don't think Cody turning heel would have been the right call. I would have gone Punk, then Cena, then Cody, or Cena with like a plan, to your point.
Joel, where do you stand on this?
Cody would have been just as useless as doing the Cena turn. Nothing would have happened. We would have been sitting here having similar conversations, and the only difference would have been Cody would have said, you know what I want to talk about? Shut your mouth. That's what I want to talk about. That would have been the extent of the heel turn and getting heat by using his own catchphrase. Isn't it great to be alive in the great state of Rhode Island?
Mike Straw, do you have any particular thoughts on this, the idea of Cody turning heel as opposed to John Cena?
To be honest, a blonde heel Cody being full of himself. I would have loved a Cody heel turn, but if he was allowed to be, New Japan Independent Ring of Honor Cody Rhodes heel turn, that's the only way I think it would work. You get a WWE like watered down Cody, that wouldn't work at all. So I think Cena should have been it, and it's still so depressing that 6 months of his run was wasted. Completely wasted. I'm also very bitter at the first Raw after his heel turn was in Buffalo, and he skipped it. And then on top of that, real quick, I'm also going to rant for 1 second. The first Raw of the new year was supposed to be in Buffalo, and those bastards switched it and gave us a meaningless SmackDown to start the year that will have nothing on it. What do? They put the WWE title match the following week. Piss off, WWE.
Oh, spoilers.
Luis, any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I'm a big proponent of the 2016, 2017 heel run that Cody had Ring of Honor. I thought some of the best work I've seen of his career. But I also don't know if that would have translated into WWE, especially as the world champion. I still think that Cena probably was the right idea as the heel, but if anything, probably I don't know if I would have quit on it as abruptly as they did on the go home of SummerSlam. I thought that was, although it was the right idea to have Cena heel, like that's the babyface again, I don't know if I would have done it like that abruptly. Or something that probably should have been built up throughout weeks or throughout the months, where he tries to be a little bit more of a ruler, but then at the end is like, wait, this doesn't feel right. And he should try to lean back a little bit. But instead of some night and day, it's like, I'm a bad guy now. It's like, you know what? I'm sorry. I'll be a babyface. It's like, what are we doing?
Yep. And that's unfortunately the situation we were in. Greg Cherry says, I can't have the volume up because I'm at work. Is Sean on his Toy Story is a Christmas movie BS again? Yes, I am. And Jeremy is back on his BS again. Reply Hazy, try again is actually the best answer to the Cody Cena thing. And yes, Greg, I am. And as we wrap up, Meet Norma says, here's a small sack of monies because today is officially Festivus for the rest of us. I have a lot of problems with you people, and you're going to hear about it Happy holidays, y'all and yins. Well, as we go, fortunately, Joel Pearl can actually promote what Jeremy does. But Kate, tell the people where they can find you.
Sure, you can find me. I'll be back on Monday nights on Fightful Select. Starting yesterday, but like for real, because yesterday was not a real episode of Raw. But this upcoming week into 2026, Tuesdays and Fridays on the main channel, and in 2026, I'll be back at the Mark Order talking all things All Elite. There are a few, I think 3 Fightful Awards categories left. If anybody is interested in sponsoring, you can message me at kate@fightful.com. The support has been outstanding and overwhelming. And Norbus, who sent in a super chat, is just there to promote an anti-vegan lifestyle, which I'm fine with. We have brands, we have people donating spots. So feel free to email me for more information on that. But happy holidays, Merry Christmas. So thankful to everybody in the chat and on this stream for everything over the course of the past year.
Joel.
Jeremy writes on the website. There, I just promoted.
Nailed it.
Got it. He and I are also in the weeds Monday to Friday. Jeremy's there 5 days a week. I'm there Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays with SP3 over on Fightful Overbooked. That is our sister channel. Go subscribe now. 10 a.m. Eastern is when we're live, and we talk about as little about wrestling as possible on a wrestling adjacent morning show that is better than any other wrestling adjacent morning show you've ever heard of, and including the big ones. We don't have a weekend yet, but we will. We will.
Mike Straw.
Yeah, you can find me, Mike Straw Media, everywhere. You can find me behind Fightful Presents. We got the new one, like you said, coming this week, and then a couple big ones, I think, coming in later in January, more injury-related ones. But you can also find my work at insider-gaming.com, the best gaming news outlet, because only one hires me.
And Luis, you do a lot of great moderating work for us, but also Fightful Espanol.
Yes, come check me out on my socials at Luis Pulido, as well as check us out on Fightful Espanol at, I think it's Fightful _ Espanol on Instagram. We're trying to get back on Twitter so that we can try to get back into it. Thank you, Elon, for ruining that for us.
It's insane.
We're gonna try to get back into it, and not. You can check us out every week on the web. You can also see me on the website trying to write for results for WWE, AEW, as well as some of the world of Lucha Libre. So check us out. We do a lot of fun stuff around here.
You can find me at Fightful Select, and you can also find me over at MyBookie AG, where I'm on an absolute heater 8 weeks in a row betting on the Bengals, including like 6 against the Bengals. I won again this week. Use the link in the description below to get a great deal. MyBookie AG. All of our sponsors are back for 2026, and the Fightful Awards are coming soon. But FightfulSelect.com, that is our lifeblood. If you want to support original reporting and you want to avoid some of the bad aggregation that goes on, check it out. We do debunkathons. We are adding like a dozen new shows since the start of December. You'll get for your subscription. And right now you can lock in that year-long price at $5.99 a month on average when you subscribe annually. Thank you guys so much. Until next time, we are out.